If you need some coins to add some ballers to your team, make sure you go ahead and check out mudreserve.com. Fast service, great rates, no need to rely on pack luck. Get yourself some coins, buy the players you want, use code SPREE at checkout for 15% off.
What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having another fantastic day today. You can call me Spree and welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to go ahead and break down one of the glitchiest offenses in Madden 21. Now, if you checked out my video from a couple days ago, we matched up with Maze. It was a battle. He torched me with this jumbo, the Singleback ace double wing out of the Washington playbook. If you haven't seen the video, definitely feel free to go check it out. But after that matchup, I went into the lab. We have one play touchdowns against every single coverage. We can talk about the best runs from this formation and, of course, how you set it up so you have the right personnel so you can change to other meta formations like the gun bunch. Before we get into it, if you enjoy the video, if you enjoy the content, definitely consider popping down, hitting that subscribe button down below. Any little bit of support helps me out, helps your boy grow, so thank you very much for that. If you like the video, hit that like button as well, but let's get into it. Let's dive into this super glitchy offense. Jumping straight into practice mode, we are in the Washington offensive playbook. If we go to formation and we go across to the single back ace double wing, this is the formation that we want. Now you'll see down the bottom we have that heavy package. That is going to be important when we try to get the right personnel, when we try to get 3 wide receivers into this traditionally tight end set. We'll talk about that a little bit later in the video. You can either wait for that or skip to the end. I'll put some timestamps in the description below, probably as the pinned comment as well, so feel free to go ahead and check those out if you want to just check out a particular part of the video. Jumping into the formation, as you can see, we've got the dive, we have the toss, the counter, we have the stretch, a lot of really good runs, and of course the meta early on, lots of people are running big dime, lots of people are running dollar, nickel 335. You're going to face a lot of soft fronts, a lot of weak boxing as well, so you're going to be able to run the ball, which means people are going to have to come out in personnel that is designed to stop the run, and that is when you can torch them for these one play touchdowns. Now the play we're going to be focusing on is this PA waggle, so we'll jump into that. On defense we can go against something like a traditional Tampa 2. One last thing before we get into it, as you can see I've added Darren Waller and George Kittle to the Chiefs. Unfortunately I can't replicate the 3 wide receiver personnel that you can actually create in Madden Ultimate Team. We'll break that down in a little bit, but being able to cook with some slower tight ends, I think that is just going to show how glitchy this offense can be. So we'll work with this. All right, starting off with cover 2, super easy coverage to beat. All you're going to do is put your X receiver or tight end onto a streak. We're going to motion out this receiver, this player over here as well. We can cut off the play action and we can roll out and we can swerve catch and get up the field. Nice, easy touchdown right there. The good thing about this setup as well, you're going to have reads underneath as well, so you can take your check downs, you can try to get sticky on them as well. You've got a plenty of other reads to look at. You're not just looking for that one big play down the field. Next up, trying to bomb cover 3. As you can see, single high safety in the middle of the field. We're going to put triangle on a streak. We're going to put X on a delay fade, and then we're going to put circle, the outside tight end or receiver, on a smart routed out route. Back with the motion snap to Darren Waller, we can cut off the play action, and what we're trying to do is get this route bounce up the top, playmaker him up the field, and try to get in for the big score right there. We can try to run the setup again with the motion, see if we can get some good blocks. We're trying to get this route bounce, playmaker him up the field, get it. Can we get in? Get in there, fight for me, George Kittle. We'd love to see it. The great thing about that setup, you can also use it to beat cover 4. So as you can see, looking like the exact same setup, attacking the same area of the field, but this time with a slightly different player. Now, I'm not going to lie, this throw is definitely a lot tighter against cover 4. It is going to be a lot more difficult, but it's definitely doable. Pass lead that up to the outside, into the corner. Darren Waller with a touchdown. That's 90 speed Darren Waller. Imagine that with Tyreek Hill. You put someone like Barry Sanders, someone with insane speed, he is going to be able to get wide open with that play. Just like the last play, your check down route is going to be your delay fade, so you can send that late, and you can just take a nice 5 to 10 yard gain right there. Next up, cover 1 man. We're going to look at how you can beat some man coverage for a 1 play touchdown. The post over the middle, that is going to beat man. That slant, that's also going to beat man. But we want to focus on that route to the right with George Kittle. What really makes this route cook is having 90 medium route running. So that's going to be Jermichael Finley, Tony Gonzalez. Unfortunately, none of these tight ends hit that threshold. So it's going to be a little bit harder to replicate in practice mode. I will throw a clip of Jermichael Finley doing someone absolutely dirty over the top, just to show you how easily it can beat man coverage. Streaking the X receiver, going for the play. Let's see if he'll get open against a good cover corner. Nope, without that route running, it's not going to be able to do it. we hit the post over the middle. So you are going to have plays that can beat man coverage. When it comes to the other receivers, square, triangle, and X, all you're going to need to do is have a little bit of speed. You're going to get some separation. You're going to be able to make plays and just make the right read. Getting 90 medium route running on your tight end so you can get that speed boost out of that play is essential. You're going to be able to cook people for one play touchdowns. It is a great play. It definitely throws people off because they expect the glitchy corners like Asante Samuels or a Troy Vincent or whoever they have out there to make the play, and you just see the tight end burn straight past them with the route running. The final defense we're going to look to beat is cover 4 palms. Now there's a bunch of matching principles with cover 4 palms. You have people matching up in man, you have people passing players off, and we're going to take advantage of that. The play we're going to be running is this tight end corners. Now for this play, you're going to need a tight end apprentice. We're going to want to put George Kittle onto a crosser, and we're going to put our triangle receiver onto a flat, and the setup is going to look something like this. And what's going to happen is you're going to have the linebacker that is going to go out to the flat. You're going to have the safety and the corner that's going to be attracted to Darren Waller, and you're going to have a player pick up George Kittle for a little bit and then expect to pass him off, and he's going to be wide open. So running that setup right here, we hit the motion, we're looking for it, we're looking for the pass off, and as you can see right there, they tried to cover it. He expected the pass off, and we got the touchdown right there. Running the play again just to show you it wasn't a fluke. So we're looking, we're waiting for the linebacker to pass it off. You see the corner go and try to follow the S route, and as you can see, George Kittle gets wide open for an easy one-play touchdown. So that's going to be one-play touchdowns against a bunch of defense. Really easy to run, really easy to do. The last thing we want to do is break down how you can get the right personnel, 3 wide receivers into this particular formation. Jumping into Madden Ultimate Team, you're going to need to follow these rules really closely if you want to have the 3 wide receivers in this formation. You need to have just the one tight end. So we have Jermichael Finley. He absolutely cooks everyone. We also don't want a fullback in this formation, so we've got our second running back playing that position right here. On the defensive side of the ball, we have no middle linebackers right here. 2 outside linebackers playing out of position. Middle linebackers sometimes get subbed in for tight ends, so we don't want to let that happen. We want to make sure we have the right personnel on the field. The last thing to consider is going to be overalls. Now we've limited the players that can actually go out on the field, and that's going to force Madden to pick the 3 highest overall players to fill those positions. And for us, that's going to be Mark Clayton, Tyreek Hill, and Drew Bennett. But if you have a 4th receiver, maybe like an Andre Johnson, a level master, he is actually going to go in over Tyreek Hill. So that's why I have Tyler Lockett here. I'm specifically making sure that we have our 3 best wide receivers on the field. If you have a good quality backup halfback, maybe an 89 overall, they'll also go out. The highest overall players are going to go out on the field, so make sure you're set up. Make sure you have the right players out there so you can use this glitchy personnel. And that's going to be about it for today, folks. A couple of one-play touchdowns, breaking down one of the glitchiest formations in Madden 21. I really like this formation, being able to run, being able to pass. I've seen a lot of people have a lot of success out of it, so I'm going to try my best with it. I really hope you found these setups useful, whether you're going to be running this formation or coming up against it. It's just nice to know some of the things to think about when you see this formation. Just before we finish up today, if you haven't already, feel free to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well. But yeah, thank you very much for coming through. I really hope this helped you out. Take it easy, everyone. You can call me Spree, and we out.